A Texas couple was arrested last week after the woman's 4-year-old daughter was seriously injured whilst in her boyfriend's care. This is not the first time we've come across an article in which a child has been severely injured or murdered by the mother's boyfriend. We're told that Child Protective Services and McLennan County Police learned of Candace Eaton-Autrey's daughter who suffered a lacerated pancreas. What's a lacerated pancreas? Well, it's a pancreatic injury that can happen after a car crash, after a bike wreck, or an activity that causes a hard blow to the abdomen. So this isn't an easy to come by injury. This means that the 4-year-old girl, we're not told her name, was severely beaten. She also suffered possible fractured ribs. She had bruises on her body and face. We're told that the 4-year-old girl is nonverbal and autistic. Things are going to get worse. We're also told that she had injuries to her sensitive area, just not going to say that word, buttocks and back. 4 years old. A lacerated pancreas, possible fractured ribs, injuries to her sensitive areas, buttocks and back. This is a girl that's nonverbal and autistic, treated in this horrific way. The mother, Candace Eaton-Autrey, 39 years of age, told police that she left her daughter with her boyfriend, whose name is Jeffrey Nevarez, 40 years old, whilst she worked. When she returned, she noticed injuries on her daughter that her boyfriend could not explain. So what did the mother do? Did the mother take her daughter to the hospital? No, she didn't. If I understand the article correctly, the mother, Candace Eaton-Autrey, took her daughter to spend the night with a friend, if I understand that part correctly, and during that evening, the friend was able to see that the 4-year-old girl was clearly, visibly injured. She was vomiting, she needed medical attention, but the mother refused to take her daughter to the hospital. What do we know about the boyfriend? Well, here's a surprise. He was already on parole for a domestic violence charge, which involved a family member. We don't know specific details, but this tells us that he is known to be violent. The mother said that she didn't contact CPS in regards to her 4-year-old daughter's injuries because she feared the agency would take her. Well, they should have taken her. The mother is not acting like a mother bear. The mother is not protecting her child. The mother is exposing her child to a psychopath pervert. That's what I'm going to say. That's in my opinion. The 4-year-old girl, again, nonverbal and autistic, had a lacerated pancreas. That's an organ of the body in severe distress due to a blow or blows, equivalent to a car crash. Potential fractured ribs, bruises across her body and face, injuries to her sensitive area, buttocks and back. She was disgustingly abused. 4 years old. The mother exposed her daughter to this monster and she refused to protect her child. We are told that CPS do plan to remove the girl from the family home and that could not happen any quicker. So the boyfriend, Jeffrey Nevarez, is charged with injury to a child and violating parole. He's been detained. He has a bond of $150,000. Arguably that should be higher, but it is high, so that's good. But what about the mother? She's been given a bond of $5,000. So perhaps all she needs is 10% of that and she gets out of jail for allowing her 4-year-old daughter to be, I'm going to say, nearly killed and nearly arred by the look of it. She has been charged with abandoning or endangering a child. Okay, she didn't lay hands on her 4-year-old daughter, but she allowed her boyfriend to. She did not act adequately enough. The mother has failed the 4-year-old. The mother should not be in custody of the 4-year-old, in my opinion. She has failed. She has shown herself not to be an adequate parent. She has put her child in severe danger. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the mother's learned her lesson. But how can we know that? How can we be confident in that? Maybe I'm wrong in the sense that the 4-year-old may not thrive in the system. I don't know too much about being in the Child Protective Services system, but I would imagine that there's the risk of being shuffled from one foster home to another, being in the care of foster parents or adoptive parents that only choose to take care of children for monetary gain. I believe that's a thing. Perhaps it varies from state to state. This happened in Texas. So let's hope and pray that the 4-year-old girl, again, we don't know her name, does make a full recovery. I would imagine on a physical sense she will. Let's hope she makes a psychological and emotional recovery as well. She has been beaten and I'm going to say SA'd by her mother's boyfriend, by someone that ought to be looking after her. She's been subjected to through horrendous abuse. And I would think that at the age of 4, I'm kind of guessing that at the age of 4, this is something that not only is going to cause trauma, but it's going to leave memories. She may lose her mother. I mean, she's in for a very rocky road, tragically. So let's hope she is a strong individual and she is able to overcome all of the adversity that she's been put through and that she will inevitably face moving forward. That's as much information that we have. I'm disgusted that the mother has a bond of only $5,000. What message does that send to society? Well, it says, hey, moms, if your boyfriend has a history of violence, that's okay. That's okay. Just carry on. Don't worry about it. If something happens, the police will just blame the boyfriend. You'll get away with it, basically. It's giving the mother way too much of a pass. She doesn't deserve that opportunity. But having said that, we don't know all the details. Maybe the mother is a good person. I'm just guessing and making assumptions based on the information that we have. And my assumption is she's a reckless, neglectful parent who should not have custody of her own daughter. Gonna wrap things up there. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Remember not to watch too many of my videos. I've prepared several more videos which I'll make over the next couple of days probably. I don't think I'll be making quite as many videos as I once did, but who knows. But either way, don't watch too many because they're a little bit depressing. So thanks for listening and take care.